All right. So I've been trying to put together my thoughts with Corepunk. I don't want to say I'm disappointed because I'm not. The game is beautiful. This is official Corepunk video footage, and I'm sorry I didn't shave today. I look a little scuffed, but basically what I wanted to talk about was I've been waiting for this game for 4 years or so. I've been on the forums. I check just about every day, see what the progression is and all the different things that they're doing. Watching them struggle to get through all the current events that are going on that have been holding them back from the war, from COVID, from all that stuff. So I sympathize with these guys for never giving up. And with everything against them, they continued to progress. I wasn't part of the first alpha. I did end up getting invited to the second alpha. The thing that I took time off knowing that I was going to do my charity stream anyways. But I took time off because I knew we were supposed to get the key in on the 16th. I didn't get this key until the 17th. I logged in to see certain things during the 16th. There was like 3 streamers that were streaming it, and I'm like, not even 1,000 people watching, and I'm like, that's pretty sad. I keyed on I stayed away from it kind of because I didn't really want to watch anybody play it. So late, or I should say early 17th, I got a key. Had trouble downloading it. I couldn't get it to download. Kept hanging up. Don't know why. I finally got it downloaded. I logged in on the 18th. Not really knowing much about it. Not really seeing anybody else play. I created my character. I thought the character creation was pretty cool. I had 3 to choose from. I chose the bomber. I went in. I talked to the NPC. I worked my way to the town. Started talking to NPCs. And the thing with this game so I watched Force Gaming's review of it. I watched Cure TV's review of it. I just barely kind of watched half of Legacy Gaming. I think they're way off on calling this a disaster. It's not. It's definitely not a disaster. I think it's got some promise. Whether or not it's for everybody, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm a person that likes to look at every little nook and cranny and explore every single little avenue that I can. I love leaving every little stone unturned or turned, I should say, and just really get into the exploration and walking around and spending time looking for things. I've always felt that, like, I've always hated videos that would show you where secret stuff is. You know, like giving away secrets and stuff like that. I want to find this chest that no one else has found, or different things like that. And they, whether or not they do that, I don't know. I'm sure people will spoil it. This spoils and everything. But so I didn't mind the fact that you need to talk to every NPC. I didn't solve a single quest. And the reason for that is, I think the number one thing that needs to be looked at is the health regen while you're not in battle. So I played this game for a total of 3 hours. I know that's not a lot. I spent my first character, I probably have an hour in it. In the course of that hour, I spent, for every 1 minute of questing, I spent roughly 5 minutes at a campfire. I didn't have my own campfire. I had to go back to town to get the campfire. And I just felt like I was constantly sitting at the campfire. And then I got to a certain section where I was looking for the down ship. I got all the way to where I thought the down ship would be after talking with all the NPCs. I came across the gnats, the spitter bugs. And I know there was a bug where the bugs would continue to chase you. The downfall that I ran into was my character could not run fast enough to get away from the spitters. I couldn't do enough damage to them. So any with the bomber class, very early on, any NPCs that I found out in the open world that were a level higher than me or multiples, I could not do anything with them. If I did kill them, I had very little health left and I had to go back to town. So that whole journey that I took to get there, I had to make back. And then by the time I got back there was more spitters. My first character got into a situation where as I'm sitting there, I died. When I respawned, they were still at my death spot. They instantly killed me. And I got into this terrible loop, couldn't get out of it. So I said, well, maybe if I log out. So I logged out, logged back in, still in that thing. Could not get out of it. So I started a second character. I went with the brawler, more brawler-esque type thing. Started going through the same thing. I got all the way to the 1 hour mark, found that I just was spending so much time in the city, in the town, at the campfire. And I started thinking to myself, it's like I wanted to stream this during a charity stream. But I didn't find that it was going to be entertaining for anybody to watch because I'm not fighting anything. I'm not doing anything other than walking around. Yes, I'm exploring, which is what I enjoy doing, but if there's no combat between that exploration, there's no interest for anybody to watch. I watched a couple videos where they said to go knock down all the scarecrows to get loot. I knocked down the scarecrows, hardly got any loot at all. And the only time I got anything worthwhile was when I was in town. Somebody, I believe they were a dev, the 2 digits on their name was QC. They would give me something. They would give me an item that was better than anything I had found. And when I go to put it on, it wasn't for the character that I was playing. It was actually for a character that you couldn't even play. So I'm disappointed with people that are hating on the game because the world itself is beautiful. It's an alpha build. It was an alpha build. People complaining that the dialogue is very cheesy, and it's an alpha. It's all placeholders. There's one character, the brewer or whatever, the coffee girl or whatever. She sounds like Penny. Not Penny. Is it Penny? No, from The Office. The secretary at the office. That's who she sounds like, which I thought was kind of neat because it's like, oh, maybe it is, but I kind of felt like this game deserves way more praise than any negativity could get. If they can change it so that being out of combat builds up your HP without having to sit at a campfire, I think this game would be great. That's the only thing about it that I really need to change. I don't care that it doesn't hold your hand. I'm okay with that. I don't feel that it's going to be a great game for streaming, only because I don't think the viewership is going to be that great because there's not a whole lot going on. Now, that doesn't mean they need to have like 100 mobs and you're slaying them like you do in Lost Ark and Diablo. Nothing like that. But if you can make a few little things to make it that much more interesting as you're playing, and little things that you can discover, I think it'd be great, and not force you into having to play with other players. I think one of my characters, I don't know. Like I said, I played all 3 different ones. I played about 2 hours in all of them, or I played an hour each character. But then I got to the point where I was like, all right, well, because I'm doing the routine stuff and I'm not progressing, I went back to my first character and he was still stuck. And then I just continued to play and tried to grind, but it just seemed like I was constantly running for my life because any mobs I found was 3. Very seldom did I find 2 mobs, and if I did find 2 mobs, they were a higher level than me, and I couldn't do anything against them. So I kind of got fried. Decided that I would step away and do some other stuff, other games. But I hate that this game's getting a lot of hate because it really shouldn't. It's a beautiful game. The game speed I think is fine. It would be nice if you could maybe dodge. I don't know. I couldn't find a dodge button if there was one, so that when the spitters, because the green spit comes at you faster than you can run. But I don't know. I just kind of felt I had a little bit of disappointment only because I couldn't put in as much time as I wanted to. And after waiting 4 years for something that I just felt was going to be amazing, I was like, I know it's an alpha. I'm going to give them that opportunity, and I'm going to play, and hopefully it'll be what I've been hoping for, because I really need a game. I need a game to grab me and pull me in. And lately we're not getting that. So 2023 has been, I don't really find that it's been an amazing year for games. I think it's been an amazing year for disappointments. Diablo 4 being one of them. I got on the hype train, and I quickly fell off, and I was disappointed for that. I don't play Starfield. I haven't yet found a Bethesda game that I really like, although I did just start playing the Outer Wilds, and so far the 2 hours that I have in that, I find that pretty cool. But I don't know. 2023 was kind of lackluster year for me as far as gaming goes. I did get Moria. I'm not a fan of, well, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. I've just never really watched the Lord of the Rings series. But so far what I've played of Moria I like, but that's only because it's a survival crafting type thing, and I kind of like those games. So it's pretty well done as far as that goes, but I also like the Lego survival too. But I watched a couple of videos on this. I saw her getting some hate, and I decided that I wanted to get my 2 cents in too. I realized I didn't have an in-depth thing, but honestly, if they could make it so that you didn't have to spend 2 minutes, so to come to full health, I think it was like 2 minutes that you had to spend to get to 3/4 health, I think. So if you figure that out, it's like you're spending twice as much time you're spending twice as much time in the game sitting at a campfire as you are actually playing the game. And if you don't have campfires with you, it's a hell of a long walk back to the base if you've really explored. And for whatever reason, I didn't get the campfires. So I don't know what I missed something, I'm sure, but I was spending more time running for my life. So anyways, that's it. Leave a comment down below if you played it, if you liked it. Let me know what you think. I do have a year-end review video that I'm going to work on right after this. So I appreciate everybody for stomping in. Don't hate on it. I think they've done a phenomenal job in what they have, and I'm just excited to see where they go with it. And I will definitely put some time into it when it comes out, or when I get if I get a beta key or something. I'll definitely put more time in it and dedicate some time to it, and see if I can really dig deep to see how that goes. But anyways, take care. Enjoy your New Year's, because, well, yeah, this will be up before New Year's. So enjoy your New Year's. Hopefully 2024 will be great to you. And keep going. Keep gaming. Find something new to, and just enjoy it. That's what these games are supposed to be about. They're supposed to be about getting away from the real world and just having some fun and playing something. So take care, and we'll see you in the next one.